Yo, what's good, Deeper Ones? This is Deeper One, and this is the Into Deep show. Rocking a new segment today called Behind the Post. It's where I pick a post that had quite a few interesting comments that, in addition, I wanted to offer a little bit more commentary to the post. Today, we got a post by a gentleman, a little TikTok that is real shit. Had a few people in the comments try to disagree. Some of y'all don't really know this. This is one of them free game instances, y'all. You know, I'm putting y'all on to the free game. You better get on board. This is another one of them situations where you're not supposed to be listening to your girlfriends, listen to your moms, your sisters, whoever. You need to get the information about us dudes from dudes. And here it is. Let's see what homeboy talking about.
All right, I'm about to hurt some feelings, probably fuck up some relationships. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again, that men know very quickly whether or not you're the one. And when I say very quickly, ladies, I mean like 2-3 dates, maybe a week tops. So with that in mind, let me explain something to you about us proposing. When we know you're the one, we want to propose to you right away. If you in a relationship for about 7-8 years, if you waiting on a ring, I'm about to hurt your feelings. Your man ain't found the one. Your man's still looking. Now, you may still get a ring, but that's only because he's been around so long and gotten old enough that he realizes you're the best he's going to do. And all you ladies out there going, no, my man waited 10 years to propose, and now we're happily married. Yeah, he became cool with settling. Men don't wait that long unless we're looking for something better. Ladies, you're better than just being somebody someone settles for. Move on.
Now, did you hear what the man said? This is nothing but facts. This is facts on facts on facts. If you got a dude laying up with you and it's been more than 2 years, highly likely he's not going to marry you. And if he decides to marry you, he's just settling. Ladies, you need to hear this loud and clear. We know. I'm telling you, we know. Anyone that I have been in a long-term relationship with, I knew very quickly whether I felt like that they were the one. Now, understand, just because I feel like you the one at that point, that doesn't necessarily mean you stay the one. Now, let me help y'all understand something. Men generally don't walk away from women. Not easily. Women generally end about 80% of relationships and marriages. Men not doing that. Ladies, you're doing that. So if it turns out that we don't end up marrying you, it's usually with good reason. I'm gonna say a lot of the reasons are generally attitude, your mouth, your actions, whether you're doing the most or you're doing the least. It's something. It's generally something. It's not always a prettier face or some hoe smile on our face like y'all seem to think it is. It's not always that. And so, and if we stay with you and we don't marry you, we're there because you've been here. And at that point, we comfortable and we settling. I mean, on God, we're settling. We're settling with you because we're familiar with you. We're comfortable with you. You're showing loyalty. We may not want to get back out in these dating streets, and we stand. We stand. We marry. We stand. Now, this end up being 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and we never marry you. We never going to marry you. Just understand that. You shouldn't be in any relationship longer than 2-3 years max. If you're not talking about marriage with a guy. Now, this doesn't apply to everybody. This can't apply to everybody. And I'm going to tell you why. The older you get, the less that this applies. Now, you might be like, Deeper, what you talking about the older we get? You see, let's say you 35 and up. I mean, I'll say even 40 and up. At 40 and up, I'm going to say 40, because generally in most cases, people over 40 generally will have kids that are teenagers and older. You'll catch some here that might have babies and toddlers or whatever, but most of the time they're going to be older. So at that stage in your life, a lot of men especially will say to themselves, I mean, what's really the point of me getting married? But you have some men that still believe in the institution of marriage and want to do that. And if you are in a relationship with a man that has stated at any point in the relationship his interest in marriage, and he doesn't marry you, baby, the writing is on the wall. But if you're in a relationship with somebody where y'all just kind of maybe glossed over marriage, or you maybe decided that it's not really for both of you, you like your situation the way it is, then this wouldn't even apply to you. But if you're with somebody that has expressed interest in marriage and still ain't married you within the first 2 years, baby, it's not happening. It's not. And if he stays with you past that and he doesn't marry you, like I said, homeboy settling big time. So I'm putting you onto this free game. He put you on. Now I'm putting you on to what he said. And this is free game. Now, a couple people in the comments was trying to be like, no, this ain't true. But it is true. You know, you got some people that had their feelings hurt. He said he was going to hurt some feelings, and some people had their feelings hurt. And, you know, this one dude tried to come on and say, you know, this is not true. I don't know where this dude, I don't know where he grew up, because he must be young. Shit, he must be a young cat, because this is all kinds of truth. Now, just because we know, that don't mean we're going to act on it, because there's things we still need to get to know you. We still need to get to know you inside and out, how you move, how you act, how you are, whether you are wifey material. We're not going to know that from the jump. A dude might fall in love with you based on 80% looks and 20% everything else. You just don't know, especially if you put it on them. You know what I'm saying? But there's other things we got to look for long term. You know, dudes will lay up, and y'all need to understand there's a difference between a dude laying up and be willing to lay up with your ass for years than a dude that's looking to lock it down and marry you. There's a distinct difference. And a lot of you are with dudes just willing to lay up. And that's it. And if a dude is willing to lay up and he's not trying to marry you, he's settling. He's saying, like he said, this is the best I can do. So I'm going to rock with it. And there are a lot of you out there with dudes that are saying you're the best that they can do. It's your job to figure out if that's the kind of dude that you have laid up at your crib. That's your job. And some of you are really not that great at figuring that out. You're just not. You need to get better. So that's why I'm putting you on to this game, helping you understand. Don't be out here listening to your girlfriends, listen to your homegirls, because they don't know shit they talking about. You take this game from men themselves, the ones that's willing to put you on the game. I ain't got nothing to lose by putting you on the game, so I'm gonna share the game with you. Some people, they be like, oh, don't be sharing all the secrets. Don't be letting the cat out the bag. The problem is being that you don't know the secrets, you don't know the game, you're really out here getting yourselves fucked up in situationships and relationships that ain't going nowhere and that ain't gonna go anywhere. So you're welcome. You're welcome. But that is it. That is behind the post. I'm gonna be doing these daily. I'm shooting for daily. Let's just say that. But we're gonna do a few of them a week where we dive into these deeper posts and have a little deeper discussion about the post. But please like and subscribe and share the video. I would appreciate you if you did that. Go check out my podcast, The In Too Deep Show. You can check me out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You'll have a better experience if you check me out on Spotify because you can listen to the episodes. It's got the music popping with them. I would appreciate it. The In Too Deep Show. Make sure you type IN Too Deep. You can also search it by Deeper One and it will come up that way as well. You can also find me by the name of Deeper One on YouTube, Facebook, IG, and Twitter. And that is it for Behind the Post. I will be popping off on a live coming up. Like and subscribe to the video so you can stay posted on when the first live is going to pop off and the subsequent lives. We are starting to go live, putting out content. And lastly, go check me out on Patreon. Listen, Patreon, where it's at right now, I am unrestricting all of my content in January that I have up so far for free to let y'all get a taste of what we're doing in Patreon and why Patreon is going to be different than the content that I put out on YouTube and what I put out on the gram. Patreon is where we can get deep. Patreon is where we can have conversations and say things that we cannot say on YouTube, that wouldn't get flagged, that we can say that we can't say that we can say on there, that we can't say on Facebook or the gram without somebody reporting a post or anything like that. We're taking a deeper dive into solutions on different topics. Everywhere else, I'm just laying the groundwork. We're just giving you the surface. We're giving you a piece, but Patreon is where it's at. If you need some coaching as well, hit me in the DM. I am a master certified life coach specializing in law of attraction, relationships, and entrepreneurship. So if you need that coaching, slide in the DM so we can book a session. Otherwise, thank you for watching. This is Deeper One. I am out.